What are you doing today?
We are training legs today.
Who is we? Who's this?
Myself and my dear friend and client, Gaby.
Alumno.
I am Gaby. English. Hablamos bien inglés. We're bilingual. We're going to do it in English and then in Spanish.
All right, go ahead.
Ella is Gaby. She's Gaby. Hola. She is a competitor here in Mexico in figure, and she's been competing for ¿cuántos años? Un año. 1 year.
That means 1 year, yeah.
Voy para dos.
I'm going to do sign language interpretation over here, too.
This is her second year.
Okay, good. And how did she do the last time you trained her?
She did very well. She placed second in her last show, and this year we're shooting her first.
Good. And what are you guys going to train today?
We just finished actually training legs, but this is our introduction.
I thought this was an intro. You're supposed to do that first.
You guys are about to see us train legs. You're about to see the torture go down. They left us looking like this.
So we did the intro last for makeup purposes. Okay. Gaby, are you ready? ¿Estás lista?
Sí, claro, siempre. Siempre está lista. She's always ready.
Excelente.
Come torture us, John.
Okay, let's go.
So, anytime you're training legs, always be sure to warm up. We didn't film the warm up because it was simply leg extensions, leg curls, and leg abduction movements. Kind of boring. We did 4 sets of warm ups of 15 reps on each one of those 3 machines I just mentioned, and then we moved on to these reverse squats on the Smith machine. First, we started with light weight. And as you can see here, this is about our 3rd set. We have a good amount of weight on each side. It's a 45-pound plate with a 25-pound plate on each side. Reverse squats, you basically are doing your movement. You're starting from the bottom with your muscles completely relaxed and firing them at the bottom. You're doing a squat up. At the top, you do not pause as you would on a regular squat. You return immediately back down to the bottom. And you're able to do this by using the stoppers on the Smith machine. Then, once we were sufficiently warmed up, we began our working sets. 8 sets, 8 reps each set. 8 for 8. We continued increasing the weight until we were no longer able to do 8 reps alone without a little bit of help from our amazing trainer, John Romano.
Do you recall not long ago when you would walk on the sidewalk? Innocent, remember, all we did was care for each other. But the night was warm, we were bold and young. All around, the wind blows, we would only hold
Next up, negatives. After we completed our 8 for 8, we increased the weight on the Smith machine to 3 plates on each side. We began to do negative squats in which we control the weight alone on the downward or eccentric movement of the squat, and then use 2 helpers to lift the weight back to the top. We did 4 sets of this exercise, around 8 to 10 reps each.
Shoulder sideways, smack it in the air. Legs move it side to side, smack it in the air. Legs move it side to side, smack it in the air. Shoulder sideways, smack it in the air. Smack it in the air. Legs move it side to side, smack it in the air. Smack it in the air. Way your hands, I do, I put it in the air. Way your hands, I do, I put it in the air. Clap, 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 like you don't care. Smack that, clap, 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 like you don't care. I know you care. Clap, 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 clap it. Foot up, my foot up. Hold up, now my foot up. I'm spinning, my foot up, yeah, my foot up. I'm spinning, my foot up, put my foot down, yeah, my hands up, my hands up, my hands up. Flexing, while my hands up, my hands up, my hands up. I stand up with my hands up, then I put up my hands up. I put up my hands up, I put up my hands up, then I'm spinning all my hands up, spinning while my hands up, spinning while my hands up, spinning while my hands up, then I'm tipping on my hands up, spinning, I'm spinning while my hands up, I'm spinning while my hands up. Hold that cup like alcohol, hold that cup like alcohol, hold that cup like alcohol. Don't you drop that alcohol, never drop that alcohol, never drop that alcohol. I know you think about alcohol, I know I think about that alcohol. Man is here like rolling dice, man is here like rolling dice. 7 twice, man 7 twice. Man it feel like rolling dice, man it feel like rolling dice, man it feel like rolling dice. 7 twice, 7 twice. Girl, I'm trying to kick it with you, girl, I'm trying to kick it with you. Man, I'm trying to kick it with you, my feet up, I kick it with you. Man, I swear I kick it with you, girl, I wanna kick it with you. Man, I know I kick it with you, yeah, I spin around and I kick it with you. Shoulder sideways, smack it in the air. Legs move it side to side, smack it in the air. Legs move it side to side, smack it in the air. Shoulders move it side to side, smack it in the air. Smack it in the air, smack it in the air. Smack it in the air, smack it in the air. Way your hands, I do, I.
Thank you, Beyonce. Now, moving on, we move to this hack squat machine where John was making us do a complete rep down to the bottom and then halfway up, stop for 3 seconds, maintaining tension on the entire leg. This was a very difficult movement. Also, combined with that, we supersetted it with its form of sissy squats to really concentrate on hitting the quads. Check it out. to close up this workout with extensions and leg curls. Here we're not doing a lot of weight, but we're just pausing at the top of the leg extension for 2 or 3 seconds, really squeezing that contraction in the quads and then letting it go down. I cannot do leg extensions very heavy anymore since I have recently suffered a knee injury, which is very common in this sport. So be careful with leg extensions. Don't go too heavy, and always care for your knees. We're supersetting this with leg curls, as you'll see me doing here as Gaby does leg extensions. Doing the same exact thing. As you curl and bring the weight up, you hold it, squeezing your hamstrings at the top for 3 seconds before extending back down. All slow and controlled. And remember not to use that low back and lift your butt up every time you bring up the weight. I see that all too often.
Good. Muy bien. Okay.
On our last set, John helped us get a few forced reps. You start out with a normal weight with normal repetitions, and as we tire out, John will start pushing against the weight for more resistance, causing us to maintain our contraction for more time under tension. It's a killer way to end the workout. So as Gaby starts the same exercise, I'm going over to the low back extension machine and doing a few reps there, stretching my hamstrings. You'll see her do this after her set as well.
Eso es.
Buen estiramiento.
Perfecto. Estira, estira. Estira, muy bien.
Okay, you guys, never forget to train your calves. I know after a long, grueling leg session, it's really hard to work up the energy and motivation to go and burn out some reps of calves, but it's definitely worth it. So I like to end my leg workouts with calves. Sometimes I actually start my workout with training calves, but regardless of where you put the exercises, just do them, folks. Let's not see little chicken legs. Here we're doing a superset of a standing calf raise and a seated calf raise, as you can see here. Nice little combination. Works all angles of the calf. We did 4 sets of each exercise, anywhere from 12 to 15 reps on each. My biggest pet peeve is seeing people not use a full range of motion. So on every calf exercise, make sure that you're getting a full, complete stretch down at the bottom and pushing up as high as you can for that contraction at the top. Don't do half reps.
Sí. Cuatro vuelta. Muy bien. Cuatro vueltas.
Hasta arriba, espalda abierta.
Muy bien. Otro